Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. Now, I'm sure when atheists receive a present at Christmas, they turn to the person and say, "Thank you." Okay? Now, this video is going to quote something from the Bible, right? And it's going to involve Jesus preaching to non believers. A bit like a Christian preaching to atheists, right? Now, my whole argument is why the atheists should be grateful and thankful for what Jesus did. But I wonder, could they be? Do they have. Do they. Do they restrict their pride of giving credit to Jesus? Or even give credit to the authors who wrote the Bible claiming it was fictional, right? Not the authors claiming it was fictional, but the atheists claiming the Bible is fictional, right? Even though it's fictional, you can still appreciate characters' responses, can't you? Now, the gospel in concern is from the Gospel of Luke, and it involves the Samaritans, right? Now, I'm not going to I'm going to quote a title, but the title is not part of the Bible. It's provided by the editors to help you navigate the book's contents, to pick up stories easily who are not familiar with the text, right? And this title says, "The Samaritans Reject Jesus." As the day of his ascension approached, Jesus resolutely set out for Jerusalem. He sent messengers on ahead who went into a village of the Samaritans to make arrangements for him. But the people there refused to welcome him because he was heading for Jerusalem. When the disciples James and John saw this, they asked, "Lord, do you want us to call down fire from heaven to consume them?" But Jesus turned and rebuked them, and he and his disciples went on to another village. Now, many Christians can learn, because many Christians get upset when atheists reject the message that Christians preach. But here we have Jesus disciplining his disciples for being aggressive with those unbelievers. So, surely atheists who have an understanding of compassion should really appreciate what Jesus did. Now, but it's also interesting to note, I'm sure atheists are well aware of the parable of the Good Samaritan. And who talked about the parable? Jesus. It was Jesus himself who created the parable of the Good Samaritan. Because Samaritans were considered evil people by the Jews at that particular time. But Jesus was trying to work into the thinking of those Jews not to despise Samaritans. And if you read the parable of the Good Samaritan, it should enlighten that point. So here's basically what Christians perhaps should do. They should follow what Jesus did. The Samaritans did not want to hear the message of Jesus because, according to the Samaritans, Jerusalem was specifically for Jews, and Jews and Samaritans had a conflict of interest. But here, atheists have a conflict of interest. They reject the message. Now, when a Christian gets angry with an atheist not accepting him, a Christian should do what the last part of this recollection of what happened 2,000 years ago. And it said, but after Jesus rebuked them, he and his disciples went on to another village. The Christians can go to another part of the country, make another video, not engage in conversation with atheists because they reject. So then atheists would be happy. Or do atheists want the engagement? I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword that atheists are presenting to Christians. Ironic, because Jesus presented a double-edged sword, because Jesus came to put mother against daughter and father against son. Just like Eros brings a double-edged sword, because some parents might not like the partners that their children like. So there's a conflict, a bit like Romeo and Juliet. Now, atheists cause problems because on the one hand, right, an atheist would complain, because I remember a conversation from an atheist on one of my videos. And one of my videos, I've got about 30 different atheists writing their responses to my video. And one atheist said, at least he is responding to the questions. He's not disabled the comment section. Now, but here's another, because atheists say, stop preaching to us, we've said no. So, atheists have come with a double-edged sword, just like Jesus. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Bye for now.